Before CGI, before green screens, and before digital stunt doubles, movies were built very differently. What you are watching is not computer animation. These were real actors, real sets, real buildings, real trains, and real danger. In the 1920s, silent film stars did not just act. They climbed, they jumped, they fell, they crashed, and sometimes they risked everything for one shot. One of the craziest things about these old scenes is how simple they look at first. A man hanging from a building, a house falling around him, a train moving across real tracks, a motorcycle racing through traffic. But then you remember one thing: there was no CGI, no digital background, no fake stunt double replacing the actor. Just timing, planning, and courage. Buster Keaton was one of the greatest examples of this. His comedy was not just about making people laugh, it was about danger. He could take a normal situation and turn it into a stunt that looked like it should have gone wrong at any second. In this scene, one wrong movement could completely destroy the shot. And not just the shot. The actor had to be exactly where he was supposed to be, not almost, not close, enough. Exactly. That is what makes these moments so impressive. They do not feel clean. They do not feel perfect. They feel real. You can see the weight of the objects. You can see the height of the buildings. You can see the speed of the trains. You can feel that the person in the scene is actually there. Harold? Lloyd gave cinema one of its most famous images. A man hanging from a giant clock, high above the city. Even today, this shot works instantly. You do not need dialogue. You do not need music. You do not even need to know the story. You see the height. You see the fall, and your brain understands the danger immediately. That is why silent cinema still works more than 100 years later. Fear is universal. Falling is universal. Bad timing is universal, and physical comedy does not need translation. A person can watch these scenes today on a phone in a completely different country and still understand the joke in 1 second. But behind the joke was real precision. When a building falls in a silent film, the timing is not random. When a train passes by, the distance is not random. When someone hangs from a window, a clock, or the side of a building, every movement matters. These performers had to make chaos look accidental, but the truth is, it was controlled chaos. They had to look scared. While staying calm, they had to look unlucky. While hitting the exact mark, they had to make danger look funny. That is much harder than it sounds. And then there were the train stunts. Real trains. Real tracks. Real machines with real weight. Modern movies can make a train crash with visual effects,